I kind of like that name. Volume.
Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome to the channel. If you are new, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more Marvel Snap content. Today, we're going to be talking about a card that I've been wanting for a while, and it just rolled to my shop, so I bought it. And I'll talk about him, and that is the Prowler. Oh, hello. I'm way too big. There you go. So the Prowler. I've been wanting this card for a while because I feel like tech cards are like the most fun thing in Marvel Snap. Anything with the tech ability that can make you just slightly alter your deck in-game, on the spot, like decision making is always fun. Fantomex is cool because of this, because you got to do his, procs and, activate them. Nico is fun because you can't consistently use whatever that you want at the time. You just have to like either wait for it to roll it. Is it worth it by then? Stuff like that's really cool. And then you have Prowler, which is also Prowler is unique because technically he wants to be in a move style deck, but like his tech is so cheap that I think you can cheat it in other places. So Prowler is a 3/4 that when you on reveal adds 2 thief tools to your hand, set their cost to 0 if a card moved last turn. You can kind of see that he kind of wants to be in a move style oriented or like bounce style deck. Now, I think you could get away with him out of this condition just because of how cheap these cards are to play, and they're all 1 cost. And they all do unique things. And the reason why I wanted him in this deck, because he has energy, he gives power, but the remote mines are the thing that really, really took my attention to be like, damn, this could be fun. This could work. There's something here. Now, is it as good as using like an ongoing Diamondback? Probably not. But Diamondback has her ups and downs too. Like the enemy could just avoid playing multiple things on that platform. They could, like Luke Cage counters both these obviously, so it's more of an on-spot decision. This is weak to Cosmos. Ongoing effects are weak to Enchantress, so there's a little bit back and forth here. But this one's uniquely interesting to me because it nerfs the strongest enemy, or 2 highest strongest enemies at that spot to -2 or -2 each. So this kind of works kind of like Diamondback. I think Diamondback overall is a better card for an afflict deck, but this one has that tech along with it where you can, get energy, buff something. You can like move something and give it +1 energy, which is like really cool. So if you know you're not going to win a location, you can just pick them up if they're your highest power and drop them to the right. Unless they're played on the right, then you're just kind of cooked, right? So you have a little bit of a tech in here too. You have a little techiness in here as well. I think the flight harness is like the one that it's not. I think this is the weakest one of the 3 for how I'm playing. Now, if you're playing a move deck, this is probably going to be pretty good, right? And then like I guess the remote mines might be the one that like it depends on the deck you're playing. I think each card in this is really good. It's just depending if you're playing move. I think the remote mines might not be there for you. I think out of all of them, the gauntlets are the best overall for no matter what deck you're playing, because you're just getting 2 power +1 energy, which is huge amount of return for 1 cost cards. And then the flight harness and the remote mines is kind of dependent on like if you're playing an afflict style deck, you're playing a move style deck. It kind of like they're interchangeable depending on what deck you have, which is why I think he's so cool. I think all of his cards are really solid. And it sucks that you can only draw 2 of them. You could obviously cheat this by using like a Wong or something. But like, once again, these fill your hand up. So if you already have 6 cards in your hand, you're only going to get 1. So you have to really utilize this tech when your hand is like below 4, like on 4, like 4 or 5 area. You don't want to overfill your hands, right? So this is a little risky to try to stack multis in your hands. So... But that being said, on reveals can be cheesed, so there's some tech here. There's some really cool tech here. I think this could bring some interesting tech to certain style of decks. I think Affliction decks with the Fantomex can utilize this, or just Affliction in general. Move decks for sure. He's an interesting techie card that kind of brings style to your deck, which is why I think he's so cool. So here's the deck I'm using him in. You guys have seen this before. It's my Fantomex deck. I just took out Anti-Mantium Infusion, slap Prowler there. Now, I do think in the end, I'm still going to go with Diamondback, because Diamondback is going to be more consistent when it comes to area control. Prowler is fun. I do like Prowler a lot. If Fantomex was just easier to proc and it wasn't discard and destroy, I feel like I feel like I could just do something really cool here. That being said, I could also just probably remove Ajax. Ajax has got its ups and downs. Ajax is kind of a bum sometimes. Not gonna lie, it just depends on the situation. He really is reliant on them not having Luke Cage, and really reliant on their having a lot of flicks on the field overall, right? So Ajax has got his ups and downs. I still like Ajax. He's cool. I think there's definitely potential for this guy. It's just he's weird. He's really weird. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play some games. We're gonna mess around with Prowler. I'm gonna organize my thoughts for you. Tell you the goals of what I want this deck to turn into. I still think I want Diamondback in this deck the most. I do have another version of this deck, but it has Star-Lord, and this deck's been really fun. I'll give my thoughts on Star-Lord in another video. Do I think he's good? Yes. Do I think he has issues? Yes. Do I think he's worth getting? For $10, I think he's good. For the additional bundle price, for his other card, no, I don't think the $20 is worth it. Make sure you do buy it through the web store so you get your extra Series 5. I actually got Scarlet Witch, which is kind of cool. I don't have any other zombie cards, but there's a deck on this channel that my buddy has that I helped build that is zombies, and it's really freaking good. So zombies might be the next direction I go into eventually after I finish this brewing session that I have going with Fantomex. I'm in the Fantomex mindset right now. He's my favorite card. So we're kind of still brewing with it. So that being said, let's go ahead and drop in some games, and I'll see you in a bit. All right, let's see what we got. We got a Gambit, a Carnage, and okay, our hand is solid. Our hand is, it's not like the best hand. We have our destroy, we have our discard. We're missing, oh, that's annoying. Honestly, I might just rip a Gambit right now before I get afflicted to death. Or actually, this gets, I don't want to throw out Prowler on accident, though. We'll play Prowler next turn. Nebula. We'll probably place Prowler on that spot. Ooh, 2 energy. That's pretty solid. 5 energy. We can Prowler here. Can't play anything else, which is fine. I don't want Nebula gaining. Nebula is a really annoying card because you have to like manage her while managing your other fields. Also, they're gonna abuse this stuff. Okay, well that's all right. Flight Harness and Gauntlets, not ideal, but not bad. Let's do this. We're gonna Shock Gauntlet this. And then throw out, hopefully, ideally this. Honestly, we're gonna discard Black Cat for free anyway. I'm hoping we hit this. Nice, we did hit it. That's, and then now if we could just hit one of those. I would prefer She-Hulk. Okay, that's perfect. No affliction. And then we can just, you know, power up our Wild Child by +1, get the extra energy. Also, that's funny. Let me mute that. Match now. Okay, we're looking good. We do need to destroy stuff. We could Flight Harness. Honestly, I might Flight Harness my Wild Child to the right. It wouldn't be a bad play. We can Flight Harness and then do this. That way he's bigger over here. Well, that way we don't have to worry about the She-Hulk. It is a it's a strategy, right? Like, if you can't win it, move it. Poggers. Showing that tech, now he'll get bigger. And then Prowler, that'll be our destroy proc. If we get Fantomex next turn, fantastic. If not, it is what it is. Fantomex? No, Ajax. Ajax is okay. It is. It's solid. It's not great. I'd rather just play this here. We didn't get Fantomex, and we have 3 cards left. We didn't get Nico either for a draw. This will at least get +1 power. 14 is spooky. Magic doesn't help us in this situation. He's full there, though. Like, he cannot do anything about it. And then if we want to cheese a little bit and get an extra proc on Ajax, we go like this. What could he play that's big enough to matter? To beat plus 12? I'm sure there's something. He could kill it. 2 power here, negate that. If you have unspent energy, give one of your other cards plus 1 power. Yeah, okay. You can kind of see how we utilize Prowler in that situation to move Wild Child, and you really utilize our advantages of Wild Child. Kind of cool. Because like sometimes you just don't got the right cards to draw, and he bailed us out from losing. He really did. He was able to remove the middle slot from us from losing on it, so it was kind of nice. All right. Venom and Marrow. After you play a card here, put a card here from each player's hand. That's fine. That's fine. Because we utilize remote mines. Oh, that's annoying. That's fine. She doesn't need to exist. It's all good. After you play, move it here. Okay. Honestly, we'll do this for now. He's separating his stuff. Well, wherever he puts the demon, we'll figure that one out. We have remote mines, which is awesome. The flight harness is decent. It's not a bad thing. I don't think flight harness is a bad thing by any means. It did bail us out of our last game. It's just a situational thing where it's like, okay, they're really putting pressure on this location. Let's avoid it. Unless you're on the right side, obviously, right? Nico doesn't really help us in this situation. We could remote mine him and -2 those. We could. Because we could go like this, eat these, and then remote mine these 2 things as well and really put pressure on it. We have the utility to do so. It's not a bad play by any means. It's not a necessary play either, because I don't know if he's going to do anything with the Rhino. That would really cause a lot of affliction for next turn. So we'll wait a second on the remote mines. Let's do Venom for now, because Venom will be plenty strong. Nice. Fantomex? No. Not getting Fantomex is a bummer. We still have 1 turn to do it. Unfortunately, Miko didn't roll the draw. There's Goblin. That's fine. We can literally just throw it back, and it doesn't matter. There it is. That's our draw. Turn 7 is next turn. We didn't get the right card, though. Drawing 2 cards here doesn't really... It's fine. It helps, but it doesn't, like, really do anything. We'll do this here. I think what I want to do... We could also just eat this. Play this. Remote mine here. We can still save the remote mines. But then we won't draw our cards. So we'll definitely eat this. The draw is super nice if we're able to utilize it, but we're not. So we could remote mine center or the right or the left. Or just, we don't utilize our draw power. And we'll probably get something else instead. Like, I want to draw, but, like, I have remote mines and, like, flight harness that could help me later if I need it. At least this way this gets rid of the Goblin, and if he tried anything with it. Alright, that's annoying. How'd you play? Okay, so that's annoying, but it's not the end of the world. It sucks, but it's not the worst. Let's remote mine here. -2 here. That'll buff Ajax. This will also hurt him here. Yeah, remote mine. Well, or we could do this. Fly you over +1 you here. Nah, that wouldn't matter. We can play. We could go here. Remote mine this. And then play extremely safe and move Ajax over. -3 sucks here. A lot of his power is there. We could go like that. We have time for this too. So let's do this. I think that's our best play. We dodged them. The flying artist dodges tech, bro. I'm telling you. The tech is there. The tech is there. That was gross. He was trying, but he failed. Oh, that was good. So good. Oh, sick. Perfect. Good hand. I like seeing Magic, Prowler, and Wild Child in it. That's cool. And then we have Venom for Destroy. He's not playing High Evo. That's weird. What is he playing? Turn 4, move all locations to the right. Hey! 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 It works. It works. It works. That we could wait until turn 4 to play it. Have those cards cost 0. It is... Oh, what is he doing? Normal style stuff? So do I expect to see some goofy stuff in here? No, I don't want squirrels. I'll -2 here. I'll keep it like that. I want the move to happen. I do want turn 5. This takes up so much space. We'll do it. I want my cards to cost 0 just to utilize it. It just sucks it's now this whole location that fill up with stupid stuff. Bye, Black Cat. Wild Child's Poggin. Alright, next turn we'll get to utilize it. Honestly, just because I want space, we're gonna do this. I need space. At least this way I get some return. There it is, Ultron. So he's gonna try to Ultron me, probably. And then he moves. So the cards that we're gonna get cost 0, which is really nice. Now if we get Fantomex, obviously I'm gonna go use Fantomex and Prowler next turn. I did not get Fantomex. We could Prowler. Honestly, I might Prowler. Well, he can't get much bigger there. Well, he can, but he probably... I'm gonna Prowler the right side. Well, I say that, but that's the best place to afflict. I'll Prowler center. Alright, so he's definitely going to try to make his stuff as big as possible. Fantomex would be fantastic if I can pull him soon. Demon, that's not Fantomex. We have Flight Harnessed and Shock Gauntlets. Demon? +1 and move. Ah, this sucks. I think I'll apply both. I'm trying to empty my hand so I can at least marrow. He's 100% Ultroning. He's got the setup for it. I don't have Fantomex set up, unfortunately. So I'm gonna really have to utilize my brain here to try to see if this is worth it. We'll move it. Make space from the middle. Carnage. It sucks because like we want to target something over here because of how strong it is. I don't know. I honestly don't know what's gonna happen. He's gonna play another card that just makes this side stronger. We're gonna afflict him with -7s all over the place, but it wouldn't matter unless we hit the right spots. Ajax will get stronger if it's spread out. We'll let it rip. Misty? No. Oh. I actually wanted to stay on the right. Oh, okay. 15. There's that. I mean, he filled it up with Ultrons, but the Squirrel Girl kind of... I don't know what that was. I don't know what that was. We won. That's all that matters. Our Fantomex was on the bottom of our deck. Cards can't be destroyed. That's nice to know. It protects Wild Child. If you let one card here, it gets +5 power. It's probably where I'll throw Ajax. That's nice. This is interesting because Null is gonna get put here if it is a full-on destroy deck. Null will get put there, but this will also... It also needs to go away. I can deal with one. Also, that's a really cool card back. I'm down for however we got that. That's really cool. Prowler, maybe? Oh, nice. Destroy is perfect. That's good. It draws his cards. So I might just do this just to get rid of this whole field. Draw 2. That will get us to the end of the deck. I mean, it sucks destroying Venom, but like the whole point of this is just to draw more cards at the moment. And also, we might get Black Cat here or Prowler here. Gambit, okay. So we have our discard if necessary. He's gonna get pretty sizable energy in there, okay. I would really like Prowler next turn. 16 is quite sizable. That is not Prowler. We have a turn to wait. I want to save Maru for the discard, I think. Or Maru for the discard. So we could Fantomex or... Let's Fantomex here. I probably won't play for right side at the moment. Because he's kind of making a messy little situation for me here. Go left? No. Of course not. Go left? There you go. That does nothing, really? Not really. Now we have Fantomex. Prowler. Poggers. He's got Null 100% in his deck. We know this. It's not hard to like put the picture of Null. I want to do this here. But I also want to throw this out, but it's gonna hit Ajax. I know it is. Or it's gonna hit something in the center, which is stupid. But it's my discard at the moment. I still have to get one card left, which I think is Black Cat. So Black Cat's the last card of my deck. So we have the destroy. We'll proc that, potentially. I would love to do this. I would love to do this. But if it hits Ajax, it's gonna suck. Do we risk it? I think we risk it. Or we do this. And then next turn, well... If it hits Ajax, I'm gonna be really sad. Just don't hit Ajax. You can hit anything but Ajax. Please. Oh, that'd be so good if it hit... Please hit Maru. I'm begging you to hit Maru. I need it to hit Maru. Or, like, please, just don't hit... Oh, wait, it could hit one of those two, which is awkward. Oh, that's fine. Carnage, I'm down for that. I already destroyed. Okay, that's not a bad outcome. That's also really solid. We have Flight Harness. We discarded. We can do things here. 18. We could go like this. We don't have the we don't necessarily need to use Harness. We go like this now, I think. Oh, shoot, Mara would be so good. It sucks that it's so expensive. I want to throw this in, but we can't really do that, can we? Let's undo everything. What do we do? We do Ajax. Obviously, Ajax probably the best. Unless we don't compete for left. But, like, why would we not compete for left? It's not the biggest boost, which is why I kind of want to use the flight harness or the buff. The energy doesn't matter. How much energy? +2 power. I would have loved to throw this out. This would have been a huge throw out. We're gonna -4 them, which is technically 4 power here. We could flight harness. He's just gonna slap Null somewhere annoying. Where does he slap Null though? I imagine he slaps him in the center now. So do we flight harness someone over to the right? Yeah, sure. I think the flight harness might be clutch. Depends what happens now. Deathpool doesn't matter. Death does matter. Oh. Prowler OP. Prowler OP. Don't look at Ajax. He's not there. Just ignore the Ajax, okay? The flight harness came in play again. The flight harness is broken. We like flight artists. We love flight artists. We hear our flight harvest lasers. You know what? Screw the +1 or the +2 of the energy. The flight harness is crazy. We hear our flight hardest enjoyers. All right, guys, there you go. That has been the showcase for Prowler and Fantomex. I think it's really good. Now, unironically, doing all these games, I did not hit my best game situation where I was able to proc everything I needed to like win like straight up cleanly. It's gonna happen. Like honestly, it's Snap. No matter what you do, it's gonna have some weird thing going on with it where it's not perfect. But what I can say is like, even though I didn't get the perfect situation, like for example, the perfect situation is Nico turn 1, pop Maru turn 2, draw 2. Turn 3, Prowler if necessary, if you're able to empty your hand enough, or if not, like Fantomex turn 4. Prowler, in there somewhere to get whatever you need. Gambit throws something useless out. For example, maybe I have an spare Prowler card that I'm not using. Gambit could proc that out, or whatever it is. What I'm trying to say is there's a lot of things in this deck can go right, but there's a lot of things in this deck that can go wrong. One of those things is just not getting Fantomex before like the final 2 turns. That could go wrong. That's the main thing, is not getting Fantomex early. That sucks the most. The second thing that can go wrong is, Black Cat doesn't show up, so you don't get a free discard, and so you're relying on Gambit to be your discard, and hopefully not throwing out something good on that turn 7. That could be bad too. Nico just never rolling draw 2 could be, or destroy 1 draw 2 could just kind of be annoying. Her other good one is the copy this card. Like you could get a second Prowler and do it again. Like there's a lot of tech here. I like this deck. Prowler versus Diamondback's still the question. It's still the question. I'm still thinking about which one is better for this deck. I like the utility with Prowler. I do lose more Affliction, technically, because it's not guaranteed I get mines. Sometimes you'll get Flight Harness and +2, or +2 power and +1 energy, which could be good. But for Ajax would probably prefer Diamondback. But Prowler gives you that techie tech that makes it wherever you can win games that are kind of going south. Like the flight harness is kind of clutch, so it's kind of cool. I could, in theory, throw out fastball for Diamondback, which is I'm kind of considering it. I also want Luna Snow. Fastball might just have to go. It might just have to be Gambit throwing out Maru, or Carnage eating it, or Venom eating it. Fastball is probably going to be the thing I throw out of this deck next, unironically, for Diamondback or Luna Snow. I think Diamondback would be really good in this deck. So it's getting there. Diamondback's definitely something I really want. Diamondback with Fantomex, with Prowler Mines, I think there's something there. That's -6 to whatever hits, whoever gets hit by Fantomex, the Mines, and the Diamondback are taking -6. And it's multiple times, because it's going to be 2 sets of Mines, a full front field full Fantomex, and then whatever's in that area for Diamondbacks is getting there's something here. There's something here. Plus Mario is on top of it with her random -7. There's something here, guys. And Prowler is cooking. Prowler's cooking. He really is. I'm not glazing him to glaze him. I think he's really good. And if you get the feel it's like turn 4, move something, well, guess what? Those cards cost 0 now, which is even better. I like this card. I think Prowler is Giga Chad. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And yeah, I'll talk to you later. Peace.